Alright, you should be good.
Okay, and just let me know when I'm live and then I'll start, unless I already am.
Yeah, you should be live. Just give me a countdown and I can start the timer.
Yeah, okay, well there's a 50-second trainer ID minute to do first, so let's get started with that. I'll try and give you a 3, 2, 1.
I'll try to line it up.
I've got a timer here, so I can give you a 3, 2, 1. Okay. So, yeah, I'm krazyd4n. I'm going to be running Pokemon Yellow Reverse Badge Acquisition No Underflow today. And yeah, we're going to start off with 50 minutes of starting the game, and then deciding, no, we're not ready for that yet. Let's try again. And we have to do this weird... Oh. Sorry. Messed that up, sorry. So we have to do this weird sequence of inputs on the opening screen to manipulate our trainer ID, which is going to be important at a point later on in the run. Oh no, I think I messed that up, really sorry. Okay, this time for sure, third try. Okay, so I'm krazyd4n. I'm going to be running Pokemon Yellow Reverse Badge Acquisition, and I'm going to start off with a 50-second trainer ID minute that is not in any way difficult, and yet I am incapable of doing for some reason. So we're going to go through the intro 3 times, because that happens to give us the trainer ID we want. We're just going to quickly back out here as well. And I just dropped an input and I don't know why. Okay, so this is really, really easy. Like, I think the biggest window here is like, the smallest window here is like half a second. But, yeah. I'm going to call it marathon nerves, and hopefully it's just going to get out of the way. So, sorry for everyone watching that has to go through this. Okay. 10, 9, 8. 3, 2, 1, and we made it into the game. So, welcome to the world of Pokemon. I'm going to be beating Pokemon Yellow with getting the badges in the reverse order to have a pair on the trainer card, without using a glitch called Item Underflow that makes the task quite a bit easier than it's going to be for me doing it here. So I named myself A because that's the shortest possible name, so it saves lots of time throughout the run. I named my rival Blue because his name doesn't show up at all in the run very much, so it's not worth the time to give him a name. And I set the options to fast off shift in-game, because otherwise I cannot do the trainer ID minute. I could do a trick called fast options there, which would settle that instantly, and I have 2 reasons for not doing that. The first is that it completely killed the audio, which, while I could solve that with OBS trickery for you guys, for me it would be torture on the ears. The other reason is I'm very bad at it, and I don't want to embarrass myself any further than I already have, so yeah. Now the first 7 or so minutes of this game play out like pretty much any other Yellow run will. We're gonna walk into the grass, Oak's gonna catch a Pikachu, and then we're gonna get it. So instead of just telling you what's on screen that anyone who's seen any Yellow speedrun has seen a million times already, I'll try and go over a little bit of the history of this run. So Reverse Badge Acquisition in general kind of gained popularity around 2016. I believe, on Pokemon Blue. And on Pokemon Blue, it was only possible to do it using the glitch Item Underflow, since beating Erica requires either for you to have a special glitch item, or for you to have cut. And since you're beating the gyms in the reverse order, you haven't beat Misty, so you don't have cut. So you need the glitch item, and that's very difficult to acquire without item underflow, and in fact we didn't know how to do that at the time. I believe it is now some complicated setup to do it, and also I think there's a setup to beat Erica without cut either of those things anyway. But at the time, we needed item underflow, and we also needed to play on blue or red, since the only way to get item underflow on yellow required you to have beaten Brock, which wouldn't make it a very good RVA run if you beat Brock first. But then, some point around I think either early 2018 or late 2018, we found a new setup to completely break Pokemon Yellow that could be done in Viridian Forest, which, as I'm sure you're aware, is before Brock, and I'm going to be using that to allow us to beat the gyms in the reverse order. And I'm also going to get an encounter on the second tile. So the first person to do a run of this category is a guy called Enterpunter. He does a lot of glitch things and comes up with a lot of cool categories that I like to watch, and he does lots of glitch hunting and minute finding, which is very useful. And just one day I was just sat on YouTube and I saw that video popped up and I thought, that run looks cool, I'm going to learn how to do that. So I did, and I thought, I'm sure I can find some optimization in the route, and I think I found like 2 seconds of stuff that was like barely even relevant, but I did end up getting much better RNG in my run, which is why my time's better, but big props to him for both the idea and 90% of the route. I think he worked with GIFVEX for some of it, another glitch hunter type person. And I decided to submit it for this marathon because it's not been run before. It's fairly different to a normal RBA run, which you may have seen last year by Gym Freak. And it uses a lot of glitches that don't see use in any other speedrun. And all that only took me through about half of the boring early game, so... If you give me a second to load up chat, I'll see if anyone has any questions about the run, or anything else so far. Because I slightly forgot to get that up in advance. Or we'll just get no encounters and I won't have chance to free up my hands. Okay. Okay, so this is the point where the run does start to diverge from other glitch runs, other runs in general. I'm going to start off by buying a ton of Pokeballs, and now we're going to go catch ourselves a Pidgey. And no, Jerry, it is reverse badge acquisition. Anyone who causes it reverse badge order should be banned, and that's putting it lightly. I'm going to quickly save the game, just in case the Pidgey I'm trying to catch kills my Pikachu, because I do need all the money I have right now. And a practice run I had earlier did just get bodied by Pidgey. So because Pikachu's high level here and the Pidgey's low level, we're just going to throw a ball, and first try, why bother saving? So we nicknamed the Pidgey, that's just for a RNG manipulation later. So now we quickly get to the point in every yellow speedrun where we go to the PC, open up someone's PC, and deposit Pikachu where we will never see him again. Good riddance to that stupid little rodent. And then we take the first of 3 centres in this run. So now, despite the fact that I have demonstrated my amazing Pokemon catching abilities of just throwing a ball and getting it in first try, this guy still thinks he needs to show me how it's done. So hopefully we don't laugh too hard when he inevitably fails to catch the Rattata. Wow, big surprise. So now we get to the first of the, well, second of the RNG manips in the run, if you count Trainer ID manip, where we're going to manipulate no encounters for the majority of Viridian Forest. This is 90% to work, assuming I'm better at it than I was the other one, but hopefully that was just nerves. So, RNG manips in Pokemon Yellow are a lot less friendly than they are in Red and Blue, whereas a manip in Red and Blue you would expect to have more or less 95 or so, even higher % success rate for something like this. This is around 90, I think, and that's really good for a manip of this length, where I'm just going all the way through Viridian Forest, hopefully without getting any encounters. If you hear clicking sound, that's me pressing A on specific tiles, just to delay the game by 2 frames, to skip an encounter. And now I'm going to do a second RNG manip to get a Pidgeotto directly in front of this bug catcher up here. This is less likely to work perfectly. There is a decent chance I will instead just get a level 8 Pidgey, but that should still kill me reasonably quickly, and I can hopefully manipulate a critical hit. On this gust. Yep. I'm actually ahead of PB right now. Now we move on to the next manip, and this one is a special manip. This was the major discovery that allows this run to be possible in the first place. It's known as the manip. All caps. This particular version, I believe, was found by Enterpunter. I think the original was by Lucky Typhlosion. Someone can feel free to correct me if my lore is wrong here. This is only 50% to work, and it then is followed up by a 2-frame window. So, I do not expect to get this first try. Without a crit, the Pidgeotto usually leaves you on 1 health, which is really annoying. So, what I do there is I walk around in that house in a specific path to manipulate the bird to move left, talk to the town map, and then walk back round and move the bird off screen while it's trying to move off screen, and if I delay by exactly 6 frames, then I will get the mart to appear. I was genuinely expecting to have to look up my backups there. Okay. So now we've unlocked this glitch mart, which we can use to purchase an assortment of wonderful and completely broken items. Except I got the mart first try, but I think because I flashed bicycle twice, that actually messed it up, so... Unfortunately, I do have to do that again, and I'm not gonna get it first try this time. So, yeah. Something something, this has never happened before, blah blah blah. I'll just get it first try again. So yeah, as I was saying, we walk around here. Also, there is a small chance that the bird will go right instead of left, which is really fun. It's roughly 80% to go left with the manipulation. That was just quite unlucky. I don't particularly care if the mart sells Pokemon Sword and Shield pre-orders myself, but I'm sure if you search hard enough you can find whatever you want in there. Okay, that felt good, that should also work. So yeah, to be honest, I actually never knew why we bought 91 bicycles there. I guess now I do. So, we learn something new every day. If a bird goes right, the glitch just completely fails. No, that's... late, I believe? So yeah, I was actually on PB pace going into that mart until I fucked up. And I've just realised a way I probably could have fixed it, but... oh well. I am playing on emulator, so in the event that I do completely get bodied by this for 10 minutes, we don't have to mercy kill the run, but... it would be nice not to. So yeah, that is completely typical to get the difficult trick first try and then fail at not clicking on bicycle. So, I would talk about the rest of the run, but a lot of it is things that are much better to see as they happen, so... oh yeah, if there are any Shen subs in chat, could they please spam Nana left, just for that extra bit of help? That would be greatly appreciated. Okay, nope. Second, third-ish, whatever times the chart. Right, in the event that has broken it, I do think I know how to fix it now, but I'm fairly sure that's fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so, as it, like, all I had to do was just flash an item onto 91 and that would have fixed it earlier. So yeah, we're gonna buy a ton of random items there. 6F, the question mark item was a surfboard, you all know what Master Balls are. and an item with a very scary looking name that will fuck up the game if I don't use it properly. So of course I'm going to use it immediately. And now I'm gone, and now I can walk through walls. And now the music stopped, so god, what have I done? Quick, get in the building. So that item, if I use it on specific tiles, basically just disables the game from updating what direction I'm facing. So as long as I wasn't facing a wall, I'm able to just walk through one thick walls. And there I use it again to get through that wall. And now we're back over to Viridian City, so let's go catch ourselves a level 6 Nidoran. Darn. Oh well, level 4 Rattata works just as well. So now we're going to use 6F. Well, it says open our menu in battle, and now the game is very confused. So currently the game still thinks I'm in a battle, but I'm also on the overworld. And this lets us do some pretty strange things. So now I'm going to go on a little tour of Pewter City for you guys. We've seen the Pokemon Center. This special tile, if you flash your items there, you get a surprise. And now we'll just go to the mart. I mean, Master Balls are worth a lot. And we've unlocked the super secret mart, which lets you buy all kinds of broken items, like this thing. This is what's known as a jack item. It is the most broken item in the game, and it deserves that price. Got some ethers, they're going to be useful for later. HMO2, and TM30. These two items here are why I had to manipulate the trainer ID. They wouldn't appear if I hadn't done that, and they are obviously required. Now I'm going to go to the boring person mart, because we do need some normal items, and here we're just padding out our inventory so we don't pick up gym leader TMs. And now, you know what I think is cool? I think learning is cool, so we're going to go to the museum and learn about the space shuttle. So, I probably should have actually learned some facts about the space shuttle. It went to space, isn't that cool? So yeah, we're going to stand here next to the space shuttle. And, little known fact, hidden behind the space shuttle is everyone's favourite Pokemon, Jynx. I am not doing the cry. And this is completely a meme run, so we are switching to this as our main Pokemon. No joke, it is the fastest option. I tried so many things, but Jynx's cry is literally the only thing it doesn't have going for it. So now we're going to go over here, and we're invisible, Brockfan is invisible, I think we're just flying on our Pidgey in the corner of the map, and now we can walk through even more walls. So what we did there is, because we have the HP, we have a bicycle of quantity 23 followed by a HP up in our inventory, and when you talk to that trainer, it searches through memory to try and figure out the path to take you to Brock from that tile. They didn't include one from above for obvious reasons, because how are you going to get there? So ordinarily the game would just crash if you did that. But if we set up things in memory in just the right way, we can create our own entry in that table that allows us to walk through walls. So yeah, that lets us bypass the old man who won't let us into the gym, or I think it's actually the gym just chucks you down the ledge in this game. And we also use the jack item to skip all the trainers. That movement I have messed up once about an hour ago, and it completely terrified me because I really didn't want to do it in a run. So yeah, Jynx is level 74, so that's pretty good. Most other Pokemon I could find around Pewter City are either like level 5, or if I glitch them, I can get some decently high level, but 74 is good. it also knows 4 good moves in Ice Punch, Blizzard, Thrash, and Body Slam. Yeah, literally the only downside is its cry. Like, I would be very surprised if there was something we could catch that was faster, because it just one-shots everything. Oh yeah, they're all shake moves as well. So yeah, whoever designed Jynx's moveset clearly intended for it to be used in this run. Yeah, I'm gonna use our max repel and pick up the revive. If my menuing was clean, that would be faster than combining the menus, but that menu was awful, so it probably isn't. And yeah, it's yellow, so you can't skip the cry, but also we do have to take quite a few Pokemon Centers in this run, just for maneuverability. So yeah, after Giovanni, we're going to go to Blaine, and it's not worth it to walk through walls all the way there, so we'll just cycle down to Pallet, and use this mystery item from earlier, which I already told you was a surfboard. Now this is almost certainly just an item the devs had in the game, just so they could surf around without having to have Koga's badge and a Pokemon with surf with them. They could just give themselves this item. But in a glitched run, we can give ourselves this item, and we can surf, and we don't need Koga's badge to use it, which is really convenient, because we would just have to go and walk through walls. So yeah, we're gonna jack into this gym as well, because who cares about any kind of sequence required in this game? Yeah. So one thing I haven't explained is why I keep flashing HP up here. The way I'm calling it a jack item, that weird circle item, works is the game doesn't update your facing direction. If you flash HP up, it will update your facing position. So if I hold up and then flash HP up, it changes to have me facing up, and since there was no wall above me, I was able to continue moving. If I remember correctly, someone did find a way through really bizarre glitches to, oh god, why? To fight Agatha. Wait, no, yeah, to fight the champion before Agatha. I don't remember if it works on yellow. So yeah, this has never happened before. I've never missed that Blizzard into Confuse rate. Luckily, we have several thousand health out of 180. And Confusion doesn't use the PP, so we're in no danger of running out of Blizzards or dying. We'll just lose time, and we have plenty of time. So yeah, I believe it might be possible to do a true, like, all main fights RBA, but I can't confirm or deny that. So yeah, sorry, my phone's battery's about to die, and that's what I have chat ups on, so I'm not going to be able to talk to you guys anymore. So yeah, we're going to teach all these TMs to various Pokemon. Did I mention that Jynx learns Teleport, which is legit the best thing ever? And we're going to flex on all the Nidokings by deleting Thrash without even using it, because it's a bad move. Like, the only fights where Thrash one-shots every Pokemon, they only have 2 Pokemon themselves, so it's just never worth using. Always forget I'm on item there. So yeah. Now we're going to enter one of the only buildings in Pewter City we haven't visited yet, this random house. And then we're going to talk to this guy. Unfortunately, we do have to make him visible again this time. And yeah, we're going to follow him over to Brock, because... Oh wait, hold on. I'm only 2 gyms in. I better just keep going through these walls. Have you guys ever heard the secret bike track? that they never revealed to anyone. That is one of my favourite things about this run. Just the game isn't expecting you to do map transitions while it's playing the music for the guy taking you with him. So it just gets really confused and plays this. So yeah, we're gonna warp ourselves to Indigo Plateau here. The reason we entered that house was to set our warp index to 4, so when we go over to Route 23, instead of it taking us to the gatehouse at the bottom of the route, it takes us to Victory Road, which is significantly closer to Indigo Plateau, and also doesn't require us to have all the badges. So if I wanted to, I could have just gone and beaten the Elite Four then and there, but we don't care about beating the Elite Four, we care about beating the gym leaders in the reverse order. And the Elite Four aren't gym leaders. Most of them don't even play the gym leader theme in this game, if I remember rightly. So yeah, here we take advantage of a little trick in the game where routes 3 and 4 are so long that it's actually quicker to travel to the left if you want to reach Cerulean City, since integers in this game only go up to 285 or 256, or whatever, depending on how you count 0. So instead of going, like, about 150 tiles right, we can just go about 100 tiles left, and that saves about 10 seconds. And yeah, yet another flawless gym obstacle skipped through the power of walking through walls. And now we're gonna go fight Sabrina. So, Sabrina kind of surprises me that Blizzard one-shots some of the Pokemon in this, because I always expect Kadabra and Alakazam to have really high special. Yeah, we level up here. Sometimes I level up into Red Bar here, and that's really fun. But unfortunately we took quite a lot of damage on the Blaine fight, so instead we get some absurd amount of health. Yeah. As I was saying, I am honestly shocked that Blizzard one-shots this Alakazam, just from my intuition about how damage works, but luckily it's wrong and we can get the one-shot there. So now we enter the fun part of the game, where instead of walking through walls to solve our problems, we just do really bizarre jack movements, which is kind of difficult, and I definitely have not practiced enough. So let's see how this goes. So first of all, we're going to head over to Celadon City. Similar to in glitchless runs, Celadon City is just really central to a lot of gyms. So we're going to take the centre there and use it as a warp point with teleport, since even though we've taught Pidgeyfly, we don't have Surge's badge yet, so we aren't able to use it. So yeah, unfortunately, even if we had gotten Red Bar off Sabrina, it would have been completely useless. Not that it's that useful in yellow anyway. Now we're going to turn right. So yeah, this movement is mainly difficult because you can't really see where you are. Like, if you do it enough, like, you do have an idea of where the middle of the screen is. But the first time you're going through this movement, if you learn this run, you will just get stuck in so many walls. And I still regularly get stuck in walls during practice. So yeah, you'll notice that I'm not actually moving my legs here. I'm not entirely sure how I'm moving, but yeah. And now I'm floating slightly in the air while I do all this. So yeah, we can skip both gates here, and that saves quite a bit of time because we don't have to get on and off the bike over and over again. And, well, just the outside of the gate is a lot smaller than the inside of the gate because buildings are bigger on the inside in this game. I'm gonna blame yellow lag on that. So yeah, this is the Koga fight, where he has all the Venonat for reasons I don't quite understand, but you do you, Koga, you do you. Give me a second. I can literally just play this with one hand, so I should be able to get chat back up again. Yeah. We Ice Punch everything except the Venomoth, which we missed Blizzard on. Obviously. Good thing we took that center, or I would so run out of blizzards. So yeah, unfortunately we can't teleport inside buildings, so after most of these gyms you're gonna see me keep my way to the exit super fast, step outside, and then have Jynx teleport us to Celadon. If I could actually just get my hands to function. Okay, so now we get to skip over here. And I have chat back again, hooray! Hopefully I didn't miss you guys bullying me too much, or hopefully I did miss all you guys bullying me, and you don't repeat it. And sorry for any frames I'm dropping, my internet is being a lot shitter than I thought it'd be this evening. So now we get to the Erica fight, where we're a Jynx, we're an ice type, we get to just murder everything here. We do get to save one super effective text on the middle Pokemon by using Body Slam. But unfortunately Gloom is bulky enough that Body Slam will not kill it. So that was the Erica fight. These fights are not particularly interesting, just because we have a level 75 Jynx, and these are the early gyms. The fun part of this run is just the really bizarre movement it takes to get everywhere. Thanks, Teckle, for the compliment on the commentary. So yeah, it is slightly faster to just teleport back to the gym here, because Celadon's quite a big place. So now we're going to go over here, and I'm going to claim I did that on purpose so I can tell where I am. So now we do the last long bike section of the game. We're going to go all the way over to Vermilion City. And hopefully I'm not going to fight an optional like I did in my practice run earlier. Yeah, we just use Jack here to skip all these trainers because fighting them is slow and we only care about fighting 8 trainers. Yeah. I think, in theory, it's slightly faster in the best case scenario to do cans. That might only be true on red and blue. But in either case, I don't trust my RNG, and I've never done yellow cans in my life, so I wouldn't want to do cans anyway. So we'll just use Jack to go through the walls, like we did with every single other problem we've encountered in this run. Yeah. Now we're at the point in the run where Thrash would be one-shotting things, and all the gym leaders just have 1 or 2 Pokemon, so it's completely not worth having. And quicker to just Ice Punch and Blizzard than Body Slam everything. And now we have finally, after all this time, gained the ability to fly. So we're gonna fly over to Cerulean. You may not remember when the screen went blue earlier when I was doing the walk through walls movement. That was me visiting Cerulean, even if it didn't quite look like it. And it was enough for the game, so yeah. We'll surf over to Misty again, since we could also use Jack, but Surf is, I think, slightly faster, and also just cooler because we get to have that little, what is it, a seal or something? Speaking to Misty, which is, I think, a nice touch. Yeah, just casual 2 body slams. Imagine if Misty was this easy in glitchless. Yeah, get a nice bit. We still have surf music there. It definitely could have gone away, but whatever reason it doesn't. So yeah, now for the last bit of Jack movement in the game, and I genuinely don't remember it. I believe I do this. Easy every time. It's all in there somewhere, you just need to know where to look. I swear I practiced, but my practice run earlier did get cut short at Misty, so... Misty is that easy in Baton Pass, yes. Unless you Gen 1 Mistig into crit water gun. And... So yeah, now we just completely destroy Brock. And now it's time for the actual challenging part of the run, where we go to the Elite Four. Because if I had item Underflow here, I would just set the outside map to be the Hall of Fame, and just step out the door, and I would instantly win the game. There's usually so much text there that I just assumed it was still going to be there. So yeah, earlier we got this fly location, so we can go here. So yeah, Lorelei, she has a Jynx, so we're Jynx buddies, we both know it's the best Pokemon ever, so she's just gonna give us a free pass, so we're just gonna up into this wall here. Bruno, Ice and Psychic, they both take care of him, no need to do this. I'll just skip that. Agathas are all weak to Psychic. Just ignore that I don't have any Psychic moves, and we'll just assume this is easy to skip. Lance just has a load of dragons, and Ice types again, so we'll just skip this again. And now for the fun part of the run. We just walk right past our rival, because we didn't fight Agatha. Because that's the key that unlocks the champion. So yeah, that's the run. Sorry for the 2 major misplays and all the little tiny misplays in between. And all the frame drops. But, I mean, Jynx in the Hall of Fame in, like, 42 minutes. That's not something you see every day. Still not doing the cry. I want to, but I don't want to. So yeah, that was yellow RBA, no underflow, in about 42.5 minutes, which is not at all good, about 5 minutes lost to an optimal run, but oh well. Thanks for watching, I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you're going to enjoy the rest of the run. Not the rest of the run, the rest of the marathon. I won't be doing any more runs this weekend, but there are a lot of cool runs and runners that you should all go and see. Just kill your sleep schedule, stay up for the next 48 or so hours. I'm sure that won't end badly at all.
Alright, well thank you